Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill, and welcome to Suncoast FYI. This week, we introduce you to a group of women paddling for a purpose on the Suncoast, a look at Girls Inc. August Match campaign, plus a glimpse at the Gulf Coast Community Foundation. And we'll tell you about some changes coming up on SNN. Stay tuned. This is all next on Suncoast FYI. Many people row on Nathan Benderson Park, but our next guest paddles for a purpose. Joining me now is Angela Long, the captain of Survivors in Sync. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
And congratulations for beating breast cancer.
Thank you.
Being a survivor.
Thank you. 14 years.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So, dragon boat racing. What's a dragon boat?
Well, dragon boating is a over 2,000-year-old sport that originates in China. The sport has evolved into what typically is 20 paddlers in a boat, 10 rows of 2 paddlers, one per side. There's also a drummer who sits up front facing the paddlers, and a steers.
One of those big drums?
a drum right on their lap that they beat to keep the time.
Okay.
For the paddling, and a steers person who stands in the back and navigates the boat and also makes calls as well.
So it's paddling, it's not rowing.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And how did the dragon boat and the breast cancer survivors come together?
It's an interesting story. About, in 1996, a sports doctor, Dr. Don McKenzie in Canada, wanted to challenge the idea that breast cancer survivors should avoid upper body activity to avoid lymphedema. He was, he knew how beneficial exercise was, and he just didn't think that sounded right to him. He was also an avid dragon boater, so he knew that was a rigorous sport, and it would definitely put the theory to the test. So he gathered up 24 breast cancer survivors, trained them in the gym, got them in condition, and then put them in a boat for the season in Canada, and taught them all about dragon boating, and just all about the sport and
the camaraderie.
And so at the end of the 3-month season on the water, none of them had lymphedema or had developed it, any worse. They were, in better health, better physical condition.
So just good all around for your well-being.
And they just loved the camaraderie and being together. So, they started a team called A Breast in a Boat, and they started talking to other communities and got other dragon boat teams started for breast cancer survivors, and created a division at the dragon boat festivals for it, and it's a movement. I mean,
so that's how it started. Now it's on 5 continents, a couple hundred countries.
Yes.
I mean, it's just amazing how it's taken off.
Yes.
So what is it like competing in the international festival? Because you've done that, right?
Yes. That's how we got started here 4 years ago. Survivors in Sync got started, as a team, and so just 4 years ago we were here on this ground, and then we moved to Florence, Italy for the festival, which was just
amazing
in July, in the beginning of July.
Wow.
And it's incredible. You have breast cancer survivors from around the world that are there competing. There's about over 3,000, maybe 3,500 women. And
how many boats?
There's was 125 teams that were competing in this last festival.
Okay. Did you come in, were you happy with your
We were very happy. So the festival that we were in for 4 years ago, we were happy to have been in the top half, because we were newbies, just starting out. And this last festival, we were actually 4th.
Wow.
Yes, in the world.
That's amazing.
So we were really proud. We'd worked very hard to get there. But it was an amazing experience.
So how many boats do you have here locally?
Well, we have 2 boats. We practice at Nathan Benderson Park. We have one team, about 40 on our roster, so we rotate in and out, who's in the boat at that time and who's racing. But we have also we have a community team as well. So if you're not a breast cancer survivor, there's opportunities for that as well.
That's lovely. Now, how can paddlers get involved with you?
Great. Well, they can go to our website, survivorsinsync.org, and we also have a new Paddlers Day for breast cancer survivors that's coming up on August 25th. So you can come out and give paddling a try if you're a breast cancer survivor, and if you're interested at all, you can give it a try and see if it's something that's for you.
Okay, and that's at Nathan Benderson Park.
Nathan Benderson Park.
And what time is that, Angela?
8 a.m. Yes.
8 a.m. till what time?
We'll probably have a couple of sessions, so it'll probably be till maybe 11, but each session will probably only be an hour.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. And again, best of luck, continued health.
Great. Thank you so much.
Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at the Girls Inc. new summer programs helping our girls rise.